Avoid the lottery of FIFA points. Head over to u7bike.com. Use the code TVM at checkout for a 5% off. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. We're not going to spend too long on this because I've made a dedicated, stupidly long video talking about it. But it's worth a mention because there are a couple of things in here that kind of involves the FIFA 20 Road to Glory. We might as well start planning for it, really, because I mean, it's not that far away in like the grand scheme of life. It's like just over a month. In FIFA terms, that does and is going to feel like a long time. But football is back on the weekend for the for most of the English leagues, apart from the Premier League, which is I think the week after. Community Shield is this weekend as well. So yeah, there's a lot to sort of process and go through, and football's back. It'll feel a bit better. Pitch notes, they didn't do a dedicated video. They didn't do a live stream. We had to sit there and read it all ourselves. Like I said, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. This is objectives, and this is basically what's going to drive our road to glory from start to finish next year. If this was in the current FIFA, then I would have a reason to play it because I'd be going for some bigger objectives. Now, it would have been really nice for them to show maybe a big objective, like a big reward rather, not an objective. So this is just a ones to watch Jovic. Now, I don't know whether... It just says group reward, ones to watch Jovic loan. Now, obviously, that isn't really something worth grinding towards even at the very beginning of the game. It's not that big a deal. But it sort of leads on for more things. You gain XP, you move on to the next level, and so on and so forth. So it's all a means to an end, and I really like that. And I've been asking for this since FIFA 13, and I've made a video nearly every year asking for this sort of system. It goes on down here to explain you get better rewards for more XP and things, which is awesome. We've got new customization, which is cool. If you want to see me go into great detail about the whole thing and you see my thoughts on all of it, then the dedicated video should be linked at the end of this video, or you can go and find it yourself, you lazy... Right, we'll move on. That's part of the customization, of course. This is something that could be cool with regards to... like this time of year in particular. My cat is about to jump down. If he makes a noise, I do apologise. Oh, he's quite quiet. Well done, mate. Anyway, he might meow at me in a second, though, because he really wants to go out. This is turning into Road to Glory with my cat. But this could be cool for this time of year, because this would be something fun to do. I mean, I'll probably mess around with it a little bit at the beginning of FIFA, but what this essentially is they're going to bring their... what do they call it? They like I can't remember what they called it. It's like no rules FIFA and stuff like that. So you'll have a time where a goal counts as 3 goals, and another time where there's no rules and things like that. So there's a lot of... I mean, that's all kind of cool stuff, really. You can play against your mates as house rules. That's what it's called, or you can play online versus someone else, and there is a no chemistry mode. So at this time of FIFA, in FIFA 19, where we have a whole host of players we can't fit into the same side, in FIFA 20, there would be a use for them. We could go in and we could try just Ibra and Torres and David Villa and Ronaldinho together, as opposed to in FIFA 19, where you can't really do that because they'll play like absolute trash bags. That's all of that. I mean, that's just a little clip of, one of the game modes where the player has 99 everything because the ball gives the possession holder 99 everything. This is another one where you try and hold the ball as long as you can, and you gain a goal boost based on how long you hold it in there, blah, blah, blah. Squad management screen doesn't really do much for the road to glory, so there's not really much point talking about it. Card design looks like that's pretty much what it's going to be, which I don't mind. It looks okay. A bit clean, which is nice. You see it bigger there. Like I said, there's not an awful lot of change to it. I mean, maybe that's not the final design, but it does look kind of clean. Again, this is just a cleanup of the UI, really. A lot of people said that they don't like the look of it. It looks confusing. It's because you haven't seen it in action. You haven't used it. When we first started opening packs and tried to sort our items, I was accidentally discarding things and quick selling stuff and throwing contracts out that I wanted to discard into the club. And you'll get used to it. Now I couldn't imagine going back the other way. This is something I want to run past you. Squad battles. Now, in last episode, I think it was, obviously it wasn't yesterday because there wasn't one yesterday because of all this news, but in yesterday's episode, I believe, I said to you that I would like to start FIFA 20's Road to Glory with maybe going after a little bit of squad battles, because it's not that difficult to get into top 100 for the first few days, because not that many people have the game compared to what will be the week after. I could have done it last week. No, not last week. Last year. And I missed out on it because I didn't really see the significance of it. This could give us a massive boost this year. Now, I am going to get the Ultimate Edition. With the Ultimate Edition, you get a free ones to watch player. Unfortunately, because EA are EA, I won't be getting the ones to watch player, because I've not, technically speaking, pre-ordered the game. I'm getting it on PC again, and I'm going to get it through Origin Premier. Now, Origin Premier means you pay a certain amount of money a year, and you get every single EA title brand new before it releases. So if I want, I can go play Madden right now, the brand new one. I can get FIFA 10 days early or whatever it is. I'll get the new Battlefield if that's a thing that's coming out, although I've not heard of anything. Any other EA title, Star Wars, etc., anything they release, we get straight away, immediately. But it doesn't count as a pre-order, which is really annoying. So I'm not going to get that ones to watch player. So I do kind of need every advantage I can get. And this could be one. The question is, of course, are you happy to watch me play squad battles? Because if you're just like, oh no, I'd rather you play it but just not show us anything, I won't play it because I haven't got enough time to play it and then make an episode of something else. I either play it and show you, or I don't play it at all. So let me know whether squad battles is something you wouldn't mind seeing on the Road to Glory for the first few weeks, or just in general, just as a, maybe 2 episodes or 1 episode a week, you just see a load of squad battles gameplay like you normally would with foot champs and things. Eventually I would drop it, but I'm guessing they've probably tweaked rewards a little bit. I don't know why, I've just got a feeling. There's a few other bits and bobs here. Skill rating has changed. Foot champions they reckon is going to have a much more sort of usability with your red cards, which is cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all that I say that's all that they announced. There was a lot of information in there, but the whole XP customization system, this in general, is going to give the Road to Glory a massive lifespan. It's going to make it even better, and it's going to almost eliminate my want to play foot champs as much as I did. I will still play it, and especially rivals as well, but working towards this stuff is going to make me want to play the game a lot more. Another thing, wow, that's a lot of icons, nearly 90 icons and more to be revealed. Now, they've not been leaked, but someone has gone out of their way on Reddit to try and work out who is who. Now, before I saw it, I thought far right, Kenny Dalglish. This hasn't been confirmed. No one actually knows yet. I said this was John Barnes. A lot of people are still saying that it's Adriano, and there is evidence to suggest that it could be, because there was a leaked image of Adriano, but then again, there was a leaked image of Crouch, and I don't really see any of them being Crouch. So I got Dalglish, Barnes, and then I thought this was John Terry initially, but the more I look at it, and after the leak, Michael Essien seems to be the one that fits that. And then over here, we have Kaká, which I think pretty much fits. I didn't guess any of the others, but there's a full list. Like Ian Rush would be this one here. I thought this was a Boué initially, but I don't think it is now. I think it might be Cafu from what the image said. And yeah, there's a bunch of others, but I'm guessing we're going to have to wait daily until they're released. Anyway, that's enough of that. I've wasted enough of your time talking about FIFA 20. I am super excited. The initial reaction for me was, it's a shame that they didn't. It's a shame that they didn't come out and say, right, well, Foot Champions will be extended for maybe another, till like 6 o'clock on the Monday, or midnight on that Monday/Tuesday permanently. That would have got me really excited. But the changes that they've made, I am very happy. Very, very happy. The new menus look really good. Hopefully they'll be nice and crisp and clean and whatever. And yeah, just generally, I'm quite excited to play it. I'm not like as I normally would, and I think it's because I'm still playing FIFA 19, and I don't want to be. I need a break from it, really, but I can't really afford to take one. It's all well and good saying, just take a few days break from the Road to Glory and just, upload it 3 days a week. I can't afford to financially, so unfortunately that's where we are with it right now. In terms of the rest of this, they've released 300 items in packs for 2 weeks. So the 14th of August, I believe, is when everything drops out. That's pretty much when the Premier League starts. I don't know whether we're going to get anything for 2-3 weeks then, or whether they'll just neglect the game altogether. If they do, we may have a problem with regards to the Road to Glory, and that could be the end of it. At the moment, we're just treading water as it is, really, and we're just sort of biding our time until FIFA 20 comes out. I tell you what, I'm going to hit that hard right at the beginning and really go after some of those objectives and see what they've got to offer. Hopefully there's some nice big player unlocks, but I'm not holding my breath. I think they might get it wrong for the first couple of months and then they'll start coming into their own. So people have been telling me that packs are paying out. Shall we find out? 300 special items in packs. Walk out in the first one. This isn't even one of the good packs. It is a team of the season, though. Only the good team of the seasons are left, actually. Is it going to be Itzo? Please don't be... Oh, it is. That's phenomenal. 93 rated Itzo in our first pack, which is crazy. I saw someone open, I think it was Pieface, opened a pack earlier on the video they uploaded, and he got this. And I was like, you know what? I'd love to pack that card again. There it is. He's not worth anything, I don't think, but a 93 rated team of the season in what I would class as the worst pack is brilliant. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't be Mancini, and it isn't. He's worth about 40-odd thousand just for the rating, but I mean, that is one of the best centre-backs in the game, and that may trigger a video, not for tomorrow or today, but maybe the day after or so. But that is that's a great card. Very underrated centre-back in FIFA. A lot of cards to put back into the club. We're gonna have a lot of items to deal with here. I've got 41 trade pal spaces. Don't know how I feel about that. Rare Electrums. Let's do them next. Even though I don't think there are that many silver special items, silver base. Well, that took a long time to open. We are going to get a board. It's not a special item though. It is a Spanish goalkeeper. It's going to be Pepe Reina. I mean, you know, I've seen crazier things and I've also seen worse things, so it's not the end of the world. With regards to tomorrow's episode, I'm kind of hoping to pack something decent here today. Not like necessarily expensive, but just something that we could maybe, you know, put into a team to play with. Failing that, I guess I'll just go and finish the draft, because we do, not the single player one that you saw, but the online one. Or maybe they'll release something that we'll want to actually do. Final rare Electrum. Can we get a walkout in this one? No, we cannot, unfortunately. It is going to be a board. My game is stuttering somewhat. I don't know why. German goalkeeper. It is Leno. At least it's an 84 and it's not like Baumann or something. So that's not too bad. I'm hoping for big things out of these packs coming up. Because, we get Glick in there as well. 83. Not bad at all. And another 83. Jesus, that was a good pack. That 2 83s and an 84 is not to be sniffed at. Really excited for the icons, right? And I know I said I was going to... before I open these. I know I said... Let me go back to this screen. Before all this information was announced, I think I said that I wasn't going to go after a Liverpool thing next year, because what's the point? We've already done it. The issue I have is that if this is who I think they are, and this is Dalglish, this is John Barnes, and this is Ian Rush... That's 3 new Liverpool icons, together with Steven Gerrard, that is still in the game, Jari Litmanen, who is still in the game. We have Michael Owen, who this year I didn't try, and even though I did try him, not in the Road to Glory though. And I think that's probably it for Liverpool icons. But I mean, that's a lot. That's 3 new Liverpool icons if it is Barnes, Dalglish, and Ian Rush, and the gameplay would suit all 3 of them from what I'm seeing and hearing and what EA have told us so far. Of course, we don't know until we've actually played it, but that would be insane. Of course, Ian Wright is, again, one of my favourite players of all time. Would be nice to get him in there. I wouldn't mind using Zidane, but I would imagine that's going to be a long road. And Ryan Giggs as well. I'm kind of hoping they do a little improvement to certain players, and I wouldn't mind if they manage to put, like, you know, his weak foot or his skill moves up a little bit. But I said I wasn't going to do anything Liverpool related next year. I'll be forced to if they bring Barnes, Dalglish and Ian Rush, especially Ian Rush, into things. I mean, I grew up watching Ian Rush and John Barnes as a Liverpool fan. Dalglish is a legend of the club, literally. So yeah, I'm going to find it difficult to stay away if that is the case. Walk out in a 45k. Come on, be blue. It is blue. Be a big blue. It's Ivory Irish. Oh, it's Doherty. Ivory Irish. I was going to say Ivory Coast, but it always confuses me. It's Doherty from the Premier League. It's one of the worst Premier League ones. At least it's not Maddison. This is a very usable card, though. I say worst. Least valuable, shall we say. It's still a very good card. And to pack that in a 45k pack that are notoriously terrible, not too shabby. Can we get anything else? No. We're going to get the one special item. He is worth 24,000 coins. Shocking. I mean, it's a good card though, right? I mean, it's not going to beat Trent. Of course it's not. But it's still a good card. We'll keep that for reasons unknown. And we do have a 50k, but we do have another 45. Can we keep it going? Back-to-back walkouts, please, EA. No. I mean, you know, you can't have everything. We do get another board. It's a little stutter again. I don't know if you're seeing the stutter. It's going to be Radecki, an 84. Definitely seen worse. Much like that Pepe Reina pack, really. Although we didn't get anything else in there but that Radecki. The 50k pack is notoriously bad these days. I know rewards technically dropped today for you, yesterday for me. I don't know whether I've actually played enough rivals to get good packs or not. So tomorrow's episode, there may be some decent packs to open if I've got rank 3, although probably not. I know after I finish recording this, I'll have barely enough time to edit and I won't be able to play. So, unfortunately, if I haven't hit it, then I haven't hit it for this week. And it's just the way it is. Nothing much I can do about it. It's a bit weird at the moment. I've got a lot of stuff going on in life in general. So, you know, I think, in a way, I'm making excuses for myself, but I think I would much rather fail to do things like that now at the back end of this and then go into FIFA 20 fully organised and ready to go than sort of scramble through this and get everything done and then in FIFA 20 we're still in real life trying to catch up on things. This is sort of summer holiday time for us, even though we're still doing content. Does that make sense? 50k pack to finish it off. I do apologise, today's been a bit of an admin one. We do get a walkout though, which is really nice. Can we get another blue? It is. There's a big stutter in this game. Oh, it's a record breaker. It's going to be Hamad. That's his name. Hamdallah. Of course, that's what I said. But that discards for like 70k. Hopefully, it should do. It used to. I'm hoping it still does. I thought it was team of the season, but that's my first record breaker on this channel. I was saying on stream earlier how much I would love to pack an icon in FIFA 20 on the road to glory because we didn't do it this year. Yes, okay, we got 3 Ronaldos as well as other things, but no 2. I'm going to discard him because what's the point? I mean, he's not going to sell for more than discard value, so we might as well just take up the 69,500 coins. I mean, it's not a bad card, if I'm honest. It's decent, but doesn't he have a team of the season that sells for less? We'll discard it because what's the point? And then we'll keep the rest of it. We'll take 70,000 coins for that all day long. We'll whack those on the transfer list. I need to sort out that transfer list big time. Do we get any packs? I mean, at this stage of the game, it wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe just open a couple of packs with coins because what else are we going to use the coins for? Still got that Kevin De Bruyne that hasn't sold. I wonder how much he's selling for now. I mean, it's going to be less than nothing at this stage, surely. Everybody's gone out and done it. I know everyone was telling me, oh, you're going to do that Kevin De Bruyne? Well, turns out, no. So, yeah, he's down to... I mean, I thought he was going to come down to about 150, but don't suppose 168 is all that bad. If there was a weird cut there. It's still there. If there was a weird cut there, I do apologise. I nearly died. Least said about that, the better. So I've leased I've listed Kevin De Bruyne for 168. It's such a shame we couldn't sell him for high 200s, low 300s. I mean, literally, the cheapest one was like 330. I was trying to sell him for 300, so it's not like I wasn't going low enough. And then EA shafted me. But 600,000 coins, even with him sold, we're still up above 700k, and we literally have nothing to buy at this stage. All right. Well, there we go, finally. So, in that new chemistry system for FIFA 20 in the House Rules game mode only, by the way, a lot of people seem to think they've done away with chemistry. They haven't. It's just House Rules. They literally say it's just House Rules. So, at least we'll be able to, like, throw... Okay, Crouch isn't in FIFA, but we could throw Crouch in there with Richarlison and Socrates and Roberto Firmino and Divock Origi and Alessandrini could all go in the same team with that Ibra that's in the SBCs right now, and we wouldn't have to worry about chemistry. So yeah, okay, we can't play for rewards unless we're doing objectives, but it's still, at least it will be fun at this stage of the game in particular to go and use those type of players all together. And that's kind of what I'm looking forward to. It kind of gives it some longevity in the back end, and that's cool. And especially those house rule games, that... By the way, I've just thought of it, and I didn't even think of it. It didn't enter my head until now. That gives me an idea for maybe doing another series. You know, like, I'm doing the Road to Glory as a main series, and I do player reviews and whatever. But we used to do loads of other stuff on this channel. One and Up was a series I had. Foot Squares was another one. The Database was another one. I could do loads of things now that those house rules are in the game. And I've just thought of it now, and I thought I'd share it with you. But in terms of tomorrow's episode, I think... we may either go and just buy a player, because everyone's going to be cheap now. I may go and buy a player that I've wanted to use for a long time. Maybe even go and pick up an icon and test one of them out. You know, I've wanted to try Baby Gattuso right from the beginning of FIFA. In the Road to Glory, one of the players that I'd marked as maybe a potential player that we go and pick up. Don't know why I put special. There is no other Gattuso. He's 420k. But I marked this guy as a player that I wanted to try very early on. And I've never done it. And it's August and I've not tried him. So I may go and do something like that. Or maybe we go pick up a slightly better Gattuso. But either way, maybe we go do that. Okay, he's slightly more. I mean, I can afford them, sure. But it would be nice to... Okay, so the best version isn't on the market, even though technically speaking I prefer the baby. But either way, that's going to do it for today. If EA drop anything tomorrow, then, you know, we'll have a look at it. I've obviously, or drop something today, I should say. We'll have a look at it. But failing that, we'll just have a bit of a mess around in a game with a bit of a fun squad or something. If you have enjoyed today's episode, hit the like button. Let me know what you think of the FIFA 20 stuff in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.